Hi guys, how you doing? Making a little YouTube video here tonight for the first time. I want to start a little series for everyone on aliens. Aliens from outer space. You know, not the other kind. But seriously, in all seriousness, I want to try and help. And I apologize for this video being dark. I'm walking the dog tonight, and you know, it's been on my mind for a while. I had an experience 6 years ago that's never left my mind every day, and just bothering the fuck out of me. And it's not until recently, you know, I started really watching a lot of documentaries and things on these UFOs, aliens and stuff. And actually, just today, it blew my mind, some of the stuff that I'm hearing out there on these documentaries. A lot of the questions that I've had as to what happened with me, I kind of got a few answers for today, just a little bit, you know. And it's like, well, start putting pieces of the puzzle together. And I mean, I'm just an average, ordinary guy, and yeah, basically, what it comes down to, I'm watching a lot of these documentaries, and everybody's UFOs this and UFOs that. It's like, holy fuck, everything is UFOs. And it's like, man, wait a minute, like, you know, there's no way that I'm the only person in the world that actually come face to face with something. Didn't believe it at the time even. I mean, I'm not really to come out, I'm going to come out very soon. I'm going to tell my whole story. I'm going to do it this way. I've been thinking about it for a while. I've been wanting to do it, and it needs to be done. I've only told a handful of people what actually happened. I've told family, I've told some of my close friends, and the first problem that anyone has is that instantly, as soon as you tell people, hey man, like, guess you're not going to believe what I saw one night. Hey, you know, when you're only telling a few of your close friends and your family, they know you. They know you're not some crazy whack job nut bar out there in the world. So the first thing they do is they look at you like, why are you even saying this to me? Like, why? Like, they literally crank their head and look at me like, what the fuck, right? You're like, why would you say this? Well, that's the thing. You know, we all know that, say, pigeons exist. We know this. We know they're there. So nobody says, oh, you think you saw a pigeon flying around in the city? Well, you're crazy. You're out of your mind. You didn't see a pigeon. You know, there's two cars driving by me over here on the road right now, and I'm watching them drive by. What, are you going to try and convince me that that didn't just happen? You know, what happens in life happens. What you see is what you see. And, you know, I'm nervous because I'm not one for public speaking and stuff. And that's kind of what I'm doing by making a YouTube video like this. And again, like I say, I apologize. I know it's dark. But, no, you know what? I want to help. I'm here, you know, watching these documentaries and stuff. There's just too many damn things that don't make any sense at all. None whatsoever. And then there's other things, you know, the things that you hear from your government and your reporters and things like this, really, you know, you just got to sit back and shake your head and be like, what the fuck are these guys talking about? And there's the things you're hearing from actual people, like actual, real, day-to-day people who live in the world. And, you know, we were just born, we live our lives, end of story. That's just the way it is, right? So, I got to come clean. I've been wanting to get it off my chest. I say, 6-7 years ago, when I had a little something happen to me that I can't explain. I mean, I can explain what happened, but one of the big things for me that's been on my mind every day for years and years now is why. Was it just that I happened to be in the right place at the right time? Like, what's up, right? And, you know, I had something else happen that I never totally forgot about. It's kind of more put it out of my mind for many years. And then, you know, we're talking like going back to when I was like maybe 3 or 4 years old. And you get a little older, something happens again, and you're sitting there now going, well, what the hell? And actually, believe it or not, you know, I never would have thought it. But I'm not the only one out there, as it seems. It's one of the things I've seen on these documentaries recently is how they're saying that with these little gray aliens, which is basically like if you ask me, well, what did you see? Well, it looked like a little gray alien. You know, one of the ones that they actually called a little gray with the corner slanted like eyes on them. That's basically what it comes down to, what I saw. And I'm going to go into that whole story. You know, one thing I kind of feel bad about is, you know, let's see if you can see my face here at all. Probably not. It's too dark out here. I know there it is. Okay. Let's say one thing to the little guy that was watching me that night. I apologize. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to scare you. But, you know, when you're hunting somebody, you know, you get caught, right? And, buddy, you know, you got caught. I didn't mean to scare you. You know, I do apologize. If I see you again, which it may not ever happen, yeah. But if I do, you know, next time I'll wave, hey, if you can, you know, let's get together and shoot the shit. I understand. I guess it was said on Jay Leno one time, he was saying, why is it that if these aliens that are so much more advanced than everybody, if they can come down here to Earth, well, why is it they only talk to people with names like Bubba that are out hunting or fishing? Well, think about it. Wouldn't you rather talk to that guy than your government? I mean, what's a government? What is, you know, I mean, they're just fucking up everything, everywhere, you know, and they're so arrogant and stupid. They just like the kind of shit that they're trying to put into people's heads. You know, what you saw, yeah, that wasn't a UFO, it was a weather balloon. Listen, guys, like straight up, what people are seeing or what people are seeing, you can't change that. You can say, oh no, he didn't see that, just because they're all crazy. Oh yeah, sure, they're all nuts. Yeah, okay. Yeah, problem with that. But, no, you know, what happened to me happened. I saw what I saw. It's been on my mind for many, many years. It won't go away. It just is what it is. Now, one of the things I see on these documentaries, like I'll get back to this, where they're saying that certain people get abducted and, you know, it kind of stays that way. And even goes on if they have children. Or sometimes their children will be. But then you've got other cases where people are just being observed throughout their entire life. That might, I don't know for sure, but that actually might be my case. That might be what I'm up against here. And I didn't know that this has happened before. And obviously this has happened to other people, or else I wouldn't have watched a documentary today that said that exact very thing. So to me, that's just about as crazy as what happened that night so long ago in the middle of the night that I did see something. It was absolutely just crazy. When, and I'm just rambling on here. This is the first video. I'm going to make, there's so much to go over and so much to talk about. But like I said, I want to help. You know, like even this whole thing where, oh, like the government can't come out if they do know they're there and tell us because it would scare everybody too much. Well, that's a bunch of fucking bullshit if I've ever heard it. What the fuck you got to be afraid of? Listen, you want to know if there's life out there on a planet? Well, I'm talking to you right now and you're listening. So here's a planet with life on it, right? We all know damn well that if you can have a planet with life on it, well then it seems reasonable you can have another one. That's just the way it is. There's probably planets out there with life on it where it's just like animal life in a way, not even intelligent life. Intelligence meaning where, you know, like us humans. We can look at each other, shake each other's hands, say hello, tell a story about what happened when we were kids. Animals can't do that. However, they can look at each other and, you know, communicate in their own ways. I do it all the time with animals. Not a lot of animals. Half the time I'd rather hang out with them than people. But no, getting back, you know, what happened to me that night, it'll never go away. I'll never be able to forget that. And I'm not so sure I just want to come all the way out right now and tell that story, although it has to be done. I do have to tell my story, and I don't want to hit on other things. But like I say, I'm just amazed that, you know, this has actually went on with other people where they've actually seen something. And more than one occasion, they've seen something. And yet to the rest of the world, we're all crazy. That in itself is crazy, you know. To label everybody, paint everybody with the same brush. Oh, if you saw anything, well then, you know, you must be crazy. That in itself, that is crazy. I'll admit, 95%, yeah, of what you're going to hear out there when it comes to aliens, Bigfoot, ghosts, Loch Ness, any cryptid thing at all in the world, yeah, 95% of it's going to be bullshit, and it is going to be crazy, you know. But you got that 5%. Let me tell you something. First time I laid eyes on something. I laugh now, and I laughed then. The night that I locked eyes with a little fella who was trying not to be seen, but to observe me, you can't exactly pull that crap with somebody like me. I grew up in the woods, I grew up hunting, you know. I didn't have a feeling that I was being watched, but you know, I busted him. Flat out, I busted him. I seen him. And, you know, I'll go into that whole thing. You know, the first thing I did, like I said with the laughing, I did laugh. I did. When I saw it, I laughed, and I kind of laughed in my own head. I laughed and I said, yeah, as if I'm really seeing an alien right now, right? What happened after that didn't scare me. It shocked me, because that, you know, okay, on the first hand I'm laughing, ha ha ha, yeah, sure, like I'm actually seeing an alien. And of course, 2 minutes later, I'm sitting there still looking at him saying, wait a minute, I actually am seeing one, because of what happened. And I'm not ready tonight to tell the whole story. I will. But, you know, and the reason that I'm apologizing to the little fella, if you ever hear this out there, wherever the hell you are, is because I know I intimidated you. You know, I come at you, and I intimidate you, and I apologize. But you have to understand, you'd have been better off to wave to someone like me. I'm not a cop. I'm not in the government. I'm a human being living on this planet. And I don't mean anybody or anything really any harm, okay? But when you're hunting me, and I catch you hunting me, I don't know how to take that, so I did what I had to do. I got some company. Okay, anyways, I'll let you go. I'm gonna leave this for now. Got somebody coming up behind me over here. Talk to y'all later on round 2. Bye-bye.